Ms. Rukmini Kumar, by the authority vested in me by the Senate and Council of the University of the West Indies, I have pleasure in conferring on you the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa of the University of the West Indies. My sincere congratulations. I will now invite Dr. Kumar to address the company.
Professor the Honorable Sir George Allen, Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Professor E. Nigel Harris, Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Professor Clement Sankat, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine Campus, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of the West Indies, Cave Campus, Professor Yvette Jackson, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies, Professor Rhoda Reddock, Deputy Principal of the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine Campus, other distinguished members of the Platform Party, members of Cabinet, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the campus management, deans and members of the staff of the UWI St. Augustine Campus, heads, chief executive officers of the business sector, permanent secretaries and other government officials, presidents of the Guilds of Students and the Alumni Association, graduating students of the Faculty of Social Sciences, members of the media, other distinguished guests. Good morning to all. Well, I'm glad to receive that good morning back. It is indeed my distinguished privilege to address you, the 2014 graduates of the Social Sciences Faculty of the University of the West Indies. And as you heard, I am also a proud graduate of this university, which I hold in high esteem. I'm thrilled, grateful, and humbled that the university selected me. What an honor. There's so much I would like to share with you, including my personal stories and the lessons I learned along the way. Because I think what you heard, each and every one of those I could give a whole story on, obviously. However, with only 10 minutes, and I was told 10 minutes, I have chosen to do a précis. When I graduated, I knew that I wanted to be a successful business leader. Yes, at that young age, I knew that. As a woman, I had many difficult choices to make, including how to circumvent the glass ceiling. In my day, communication was indeed very different from today. Landlines were difficult to get through on. For those on my left and my right, how many remember taking up the TSTT phone and no dial tone, right? We had no campus selfies, as we all do now, or the likes of Twitter or Instagram. Who here is old enough to remember TTT, 1962, on the one station? Or then we got two stations, and we would all wait until news came on so we could watch the 1 hour that came on television. So yes, lots of changes. Times are indeed different. As I plan to speak today, and recognizing the short time that I was given, I reflected on recent developments where one captures powerful and memorable messages by tweeting. And that can all and easily be captured in how many characters? 140 characters. And we reach the world in nanoseconds. Messages such as, yes, we can. Change we can believe in. Power to the people. Borrowing from these powerful developments in communication, I ask you to recall my short advice to you today by remembering hashtag my graduation 3 C's. Hashtag choice, hashtag committed, hashtag conscience. The first C, hashtag choice. You can choose, yes, you can choose to be a product of your circumstances or of your decisions, your choices. Where I am today, standing here before you, is because of the choices I have made over the years. Many, many choices. The choice to study hard and not be overly influenced by the party mood, which, if you know me, is easy. So as I wanted to graduate with honors, I had to make that choice. It feels like just yesterday that I was wearing a similar gown. Today, as it is for me, for you, it is much a celebration of the end of one journey and the start of another. It is for this reason the graduation ceremony is also called commencement. On my graduation day, while Stephen Covey's advice to begin with the end in mind was not yet written, somehow I knew it instinctively. Do you know your destination point? I ask. Do you know your destination point? Yes, you can work very hard. You can work very smart, because that's what we talk about today, working smart. And you can arrive at a destination, but only to find out that when you get to that destination, it was not where you wanted to be. So don't let circumstances rule you. You have to be in charge. Of course, I made mistakes along the way, and don't fool yourself, so will you. Thankfully, my missteps were known only to me and my dearest. Your mistakes, your missteps will be recorded for all to see through the selfies, through Facebook, through Google, and I could go on. The internet search world of today is very revealing. And I'm sure that all of you in here could give an example of someone or something that ended up on Facebook or otherwise, or Instagram, that person wished they had never put up, post, or said. The choices you make henceforth will indeed determine your future. Dream. Use your human imagination. Know your destination. Very important. Write a plan and stick to it. Follow it to achieve that dream, changing the course as is necessary along the way. Remember, there are many roads that can take you to the same goal and the same destination. Learn to pivot along the way. Pivoting is at times necessary because the way you are going is not necessarily what will take you to where you want to go, and you need to learn to pivot. So with that, what is the second C? Hashtag commitment. A degree is a great start, but it is neither a magic wand, nor is it a mover of mountains. Doors will not instantly open to the jobs or the business you want, nor opportunities you think you deserve. Your commitment must be steeped in passion and push you to aggressively go after the goals you set. Commitment means showing up at the workplace in spite of the many challenges, in spite of the rain. Commitment means delivering on or ahead of time. In other words, keeping your word. Commitment is taking pride in your work, making it shine with the success you hope to be. Who here has thought about the difference between being interested in something or being committed to that goal? John Assaraf determines the difference and defines it as, if you are committed to something, you will do everything in your power to make it happen. If, however, you are only interested, you will find excuses when the going gets tough. I ask you, are you interested or are you committed? Which one? A scary scourge of entitlement seems to be plaguing our land and many of our new graduates. Far too many walk through the doors of business, degree in hand, expecting success, unwilling to work a long day. In some, I have seen commitment so lacking that more time is spent on social media during working hours than in toiling to deliver quality work on time. Only excuses. My father was tough on my 8 siblings and me. He was committed to our success. We were constantly reminded and encouraged to stay committed to our education and our dreams. Naturally, as children, our commitment was to play. But however, he taught us to work harder than we played. With thanks to him, we are all professionals with 2 lecturing right here at UWI. And they are right here with us, Margaret and Angela. Miss School? No. Miss Church? Definitely not. Handing assignments late? No way. No chance at all. Up to this day, my siblings and I, in spite of having to juggle family lives, our successful careers, and glorious social lives, we are known for keeping our commitments because that is part of who we are. Commitment is part of the magic formula. It starts with the dream you envision and continues with a commitment to see it through to the end. So, be passionate. Strive for the goals you set. Commit to your dreams. The third C, #conscience. Conscience is a judgment that assists in distinguishing right from wrong. As you choose your journey and commit to seeing it through, as a citizen of this world, I urge you to have a conscience. We live in a world today where giving back seems to be something we leave for others to do. The concept of making the world a better place, let alone leaving it a better one, needs more ambassadors. Conscience is not about martyrdom. Conscience is volunteering. It is giving back, whether to your church, your community, helping those less fortunate than yourself, opening doors for others, helping your colleagues at work, helping anyone who needs a hand. I say to you that a truly successful person is one who is known not only for reaching the pinnacle of their business or profession, but for the lives impacted along the way. I urge you to revive the conscience of your homeland, of this homeland, and from wherever you come, with a sense of urgency. Our society needs us, ladies and gentlemen. If we have any hope of being better, we have a part to play. Yes, every one of us. Success is conscience. Build and create your legacy with a conscience so that it is filled with inspiration, as it will be, I hope, with financial means. Do it so that you are proud to say, I too walked here. So, the 3 C's, #choose your dream, #commit to it, and #conscience. I urge you to grab hold of your future by using these 3 C's. These 3 C's only amount to 33 characters. choice, commitment, and conscience. So they're only a guide. You can build it out to Twitter's 140 characters, as there is a lot more that you can add. And indeed a lot more that I could add, but for time. It is my wish that years from now, when called upon to impart a few inspirational words to a graduating class, you will be able to see choice, commitment, and conscience helped me, meaning helped you, to audit my life as I journeyed to success. I wish you future success with a deep understanding that the future of the world depends on each and every one of us. Don't be afraid of the big wide world, as, guess what? You are already there through the World Wide Web. I, Rukmini Kumar, say to you today, go forth and let your light shine. On this special day, I congratulate you on this great accomplishment of completing your studies and graduating. Our university's Latin motto translates as a light rising from the west. So go out there and light up the world, you graduates. A candle loses nothing of its light by lighting another candle. So often we are afraid to share. We think that if we share what we have, something will be taken away from us. That is so wrong. The more you share, the more you receive, the more you grow, the more you develop. So, also, turn away from naysayers and why it can't be done. For the young ones in the audience, you may be familiar with Nico and Vince, as they say in their popular song, Am I Wrong? Anyone knows the song, Am I Wrong? No? Where are the young people? I was going to try and do a little song and do a little singing. I actually practiced, but then I think I was told, Catherine, I think you better just say a few words. So here it goes. I like these words in particular. Fight for yours and don't let go. Don't let them compare you. No, don't worry. You are not alone. That's just how we feel. End of quote. Each and every one of us is a unique individual, and we should let our candle burn brightly. So, may your dreams, or may you choose dreams like Martin Luther King, supersized dreams. May you be committed to inspire future generations like Malala, the Pakistani child education activist who recently visited these shores and who is now a Nobel Prize laureate. May you live a life steeped in conscience like Father Pantin and Mahatma Gandhi have done. When you leave here this morning, look at each other. Look at each other in the eye, and that's another thing. Don't be afraid to look at people in the eye and see you at the top as you ascend even greater heights together. Congratulations once again. And I also offer my congratulations to all others who received honorary degrees over the past weeks and who will. I thank my alma mater for the conferment of this honorary degree and the recognition of my contribution to UWI and to the wider Trinidad and Tobago and the region. God bless you all.